Hello and welcome to the 2021 Down East Players Cup presented by Eastern Disc Golf and Disc Box Players Meeting. I'm Max Krotz. I am the TD for the Meadow.
I'm Vince Tricarico. I'm the TD at NRC, the ECU course.
Adam Walter, TD at Farmville.
Daniel Brubaker, assistant TD.
All right. We'd like to start by thanking all our sponsors that make this tournament a big success.
Eastern Disc Golf and Disc Box, obviously the title sponsor. A huge shout out goes to them, Jay Clark and everything they do. Black Creek Building Company, course sponsor at Meadow and NRC. Played Against Sports, course sponsor at Farmville, Christie's Euro Pub, Jarvis Street Bottle Shop, and Dickinson Avenue Public House, hopping in with some players' parties and supporting us big time. Then we have Circle's Edge, Pirate Discs, Flip Bags, Fit Inspired Living, Christian and Joel Smith, Disc Dot, Pitch Street Brewing, Rocky Mount and Kevin Wiggins, the Liz Freeman team, Fayetteville Disc Golf Club, Fayetteville Fort Bragg Disc Golf Club, Pat Millette, Noel Smith, he will also be vending, PJ Evans, Emerald City Realtors, Rocky Robin Freeman, Cattle, Dan Hicks with the Cleaning Connection, Casita Brewing Company, Q Lee, Kirk Yo, Kinston Disc Golf Club, New Hanover Disc Golf Club, Onslow Flying Disc Association, Craven Chains Club, Andrew Dubstep, Justin Bradford, the State Theater, also Raw Plastics out of Greenville, and Play Greenville as well for their help. We really do appreciate everything you guys have done and stepped up, and it's great being able to count on a lot of you guys year after year, especially our local, regional East of 95 clubs and the guys that branched out with Cattle and Fayetteville. We really do appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vince. To go over the schedule for the week, starting on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Eastern Disc Golf will be running Flex Start PDGA C tiers at each of the courses. So on Monday from 11 to 4, you will be Flex Start will be at the Farmville course. On Tuesday, they're going to be out at ECU North Campus Rec, and on Wednesday we'll be at the Meadow.
And you can sign up, you can just show up and play. If you register beforehand, it obviously helps everything out, but feel free to get there and sign up day of and play around.
Starting Thursday, we'll have a busier schedule. Starting at 1 o'clock, we'll be at the Meadow for early check-in. At 2 o'clock, the skins match with Gatekeeper Media will start at the Meadow. And then following that at 5:30 to 7, Dan Hastings, Phil Bartholomew, and Corey Ellis will have a free clinic going on. They'll also have some of their disc out there for sale. Come support those guys and learn from the professionals. And then starting between 7 and 8,
Yep, the State Theater. We work with the State Theater this year here in Greenville, trying to add amenities for everybody, just making it a complete week-long experience. Thursday, the State Theater, Rebecca Todd and the Odyssey, and a band, both bands are local, Silo Joe are playing. You have half-price entrance as being a volunteer or a player. They'll have your list of names, so all you have to do is tell them your name, probably show them an ID, and it'll be a $6 ticket to get into a great show. It's going to be a great time. There's free parking right there downtown, so it's a really good opportunity to get out and see some music and experience some nightlife.
Yeah, killer show.
Yeah, it's going to be.
After that, Friday, Friday is the first day of competition. I will go back Wednesday evening. We will have all the first round tee times posted. So you can check that on PDGA events. So we'll be out at each course all day on Friday. And then after the rounds are over, we will have A players party at Pitch Street Brewing in Uptown Greenville. And then
What time does that start? 7, 8?
6 p.m. to close.
6 p.m. to close.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
Pitch
whenever
Street
you get done
Brewery.
with your round and feel like heading out and checking out the Uptown Greenville area.
They got a big area, usually ping pong tables and stuff, so it's a good time.
Yeah, great place to check out. Also have food all around there. Plenty of options.
Yeah, a food truck I think as well.
Anita's food truck.
Anita's food truck, check it out.
Then Saturday, second round, followed by
Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is having a players party, a bunch of free parking right there. That's gonna start 7 o'clock. Go check that out. It's a really cool bottle shop. And I think they have wine there as well. And right down the block, not even 100 yards, is Christie's Euro Pub. Great food, great atmosphere. It's another thing to check out that night for kind of like an extended players party. And also they own another restaurant, Dickinson Avenue Public House. If you're looking for something a little bit nicer downtown, kind of right near Pitch Street Brewery, that's a great option to check out as well.
absolutely. Sunday is the final day of competition. We'll have all our vendors will be out at the meadow that day. Spectators are welcome all week. That'll be the big action will be on Sunday. So tell your friends, everybody come on out and enjoy. Should be a great day for some disc golf.
And all of the payout will be done for the amateurs through Eastern Disc Golf, and they will be on site at the Meadow on Sunday with their full store setup, all kinds of stuff, as well as the other vendors. And we are starting pools B and C an hour earlier on Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. so that you guys can finish earlier to get down to the Meadow so your day's not as long to get your payout, go spectate if you want. So that's where all the sort of happenings outside of disc golf will be on Sunday.
And if you do cash and you don't want to stop by the Meadow, you can go see Eastern Disc Golf store in Raleigh. Vouchers will be accepted there after the event as well.
Yep.
Okay.
For scoring for the event, everything's going to be digital. We're using the PDGA live scoring as the main scoring for the event, and backup will be through UDisc. So just have somebody on your card, one keep the PDGA live scoring and one do UDisc for your card.
You can do paper scoring if you prefer, but
Yeah.
we
We'll
all
have cards
know
available if you'd like.
ubiquitous UDisc is at this point.
PDGA will also be the leaderboard for the weekend as well.
Password for that is DEPC, all lowercase.
Correct.
DEPC. And just to reiterate, guys, everything we say here, we will be sending in an email, so you'll also have this all in Word form as well.
As this video goes live, we'll also email a caddy book to everybody.
Yep.
All right. Let's go and get a quick review of each of the courses that are in play this weekend. As I said, I'll be the TD all weekend over at the Meadow. So I do want to, caddy book and the PDGA online scoring will have all the OB listed. I just want to go over a couple of special holes. Hole 12, you are teeing from an OB area. So your drive needs to land inbounds. If it does not, you can go to the blue pad with a penalty stroke, and that would be your drop zone, would be the blue pad on hole 12. Hole 17, if you, on your drive only, if you go OB in the water behind the basket, you must go to the drop zone. All subsequent throws, if you go OB, you play at standard rules. It's only off the drive that you are required to go to the drop zone. Everything else is fairly standard OB at the Meadow. Those are two special cases I wanted to go over.
Alright, for Farmville, players use the main parking lot. We also, the only warm-up area will just be the practice basket at the course. Just stay right around there if you're warming up, not get away in the way from players who have started their round. Off-site, we will have some fields available that you can throw, and I'll have a couple baskets out there for additional putting practice. Just slightly farther away from the course you can drive to and warm up prior to your round.
And they'll be on the map that you receive in the caddy book, so you know exactly where it is.
Special notes, All OB is gonna be painted with white paint, flags white.
And that'll be at all 3 courses.
Yes. Tall grass and beyond for all that main course area will be the rule in place for pretty much all the holes, as well as ditches and pond beyond. Tall grass is your main visual there, but again, everything's painted so it'll be clear for everybody. And let's see, that's all the special stuff for.
Maybe the casual relief on 10.
Oh yeah, on hole 10 there is some old farm equipment outside the fairway area in the rough. If you do land in the farm equipment, just take casual relief from there, no penalty.
We'll have it
just
marked.
so safety issues.
I want to go back. I did forget one item. For the Meadow and for Farmville, there is limited warm-up area on site. So as Adam mentioned, a couple blocks from the course, they have a field in Farmville that you can throw in. They'll have some baskets for warm-up. At the Meadow, we will have 2 baskets and a net you can throw in. If you want to, before your round warm-up, throwing in a field, you would need to go to the ECU North Rec course. It's just 5 miles down the road. There's a map in the caddy book. It is, fields 1 and 2 are reserved for warm-up out there. So they'll be marked, and there'll be baskets out there for you to putt, throw out in the field.
Yep.
And so that's where warm-up would be for the Meadow. If you want something more than a net and a couple of practice baskets.
Yeah, at North Rec, like he was saying, those practice fields will be, as you pull in, they'll be on your right. Your first 2 fields, there's a big giant parking lot, so parking shouldn't be an issue. There'll be a couple baskets there and big open fields you can open up and air some drives out. And then other than that, the North Rec course is pretty straightforward. It's kind of, the whole course is surrounded by a ditch that plays OB. There are a few holes that have some standard OB that tighten up the fairway, which will all be white paint, white flags like every other course. But there's nothing really strange. The only one maybe hole 17, the fields are broken up into quadrants and it's on the map. The right quadrant will play OB and it is defined with a ditch. It is obvious when you step on the tee box, but just we need to mention that. But I don't think anything other than that. Hole 18, you play around a pond surrounded by water. The pond edge, the right edge of the pond off your tee box, and the left line will go all the way down the round. So the green will not be an island green as it's been in years past. It will actually be connected around the backside, so you don't have to throw over water if you don't want to. The green will be tightened up on the right side by the parking lot. But other than that, I think it's a pretty straightforward course. So, yeah.
One special note for spectators and parking, at the Meadow and at Farmville, the parking lot near hole 1 will be reserved for players only. That is, players that have a tee time at that course that day. We ask that anybody coming from another course to spectate, any fans coming to follow around, that you park in the neighborhood out surrounding either of those courses and walk onto the course to spectate.
And we have the places you can park are on the maps that we're sending out in the caddy book, so it should be easy to figure out. Just use common sense when you're coming in. Hopefully that goes a long way. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as courses go. Trophies will be handed out at the course for B and C pool. And if you want a trophy with the picture with the big trophy, it'll be down at the Meadow, so feel free, you're more than welcome to do that.
If you are a player and you have finished your round, and if you're at Meadow or Farmville, if you plan to spectate, we ask that you move your car to the surrounding neighborhood to allow for the capacity of the parking lot to be filled with players who are currently playing.
Yeah, we've found over the years, and if you've played in Greenville and Farmville, you understand our parking lots are designed for almost exactly 72 players. So that's kind of what we're stuck with. That's just the way it is. But it's not that far of a walk, so it shouldn't be that big a deal for anybody.
Absolutely. Thanks everybody. Have fun. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we look forward to meeting you at the courses.
Oh, I do want to. We do need to thank the Players Pack people. I think who got involved with Players Pack. Discmania we had a bunch of stuff shipping logistics. I'm sure you guys know all about it, but they came through strong. So I think you guys are gonna be really excited about that. Disc dots,
Disc dot, yep. We have 2 disc dots for every player.
right? And
Action Advertising, Rob Gerard.
right, Action Advertising, Rob Gerard helped us out tremendously. Raw Plastics, this company you heard us mention, went through a couple of hoops and got them a mini mold to make an actual mini. So this is all going to be plastic that we have picked up from the courses this weekend before the tournament and getting made into a mold of a mini that every player will get for the tournament. So that's a really cool company to check out as well. And then obviously State Theater coming in with half price tickets for that event for the Players Party School.
Yeah, absolutely.
Were we missing it? Oh, and trophies. Yeah, you talk about trophies.
And we'd like to thank Wobble Wheel Pottery for designing and constructing our trophies for this year.
Yeah, they're fantastic. We can't wait for you guys to see them.
Absolutely.
One last mention, Ace Pool, it's split up by the pool you're in, so A Pool has a separate pool. $1 from everybody's entry goes automatically to that, it's not separate, so everybody's entered and good to go.
Yeah.